2 months, 21,000 bookings. The MG Hector is doing so well that MG India has actually stopped taking bookings.
No way.
Yeah, it's true. But the MG Hector has been doing business in Indonesia for a while now.
Yes, under a different name, that is, because what is Hector in India is Wuling Almaz. MG Hector is Wuling Almaz in Indonesia.
So when Benedict goes to Indonesia, does he get into the car and say, "Hello, Wuling"?
He probably would, and that's a good joke.
Suddenly makes the Hector sound like a good name, right? But I keep wondering, why not the Vector?
I don't know.
Or why not the Spectre?
That's as stupid as nectar.
Okay, I don't want to be an interjector, so let's carry on with this.
Yes, please.
Because Avik is in Jakarta and he's just spotted a third row of seats in the back of the Almaz at the Indonesia International Auto Show.
Third row of seats. If you're into that sort of thing, then welcome everyone to Motor Show Updates presented by Michelin. And for interesting cars, bikes and news and more cars, bikes and news and that sort of thing, third row of seats. Well, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. For now, we go back to Avik, where he happens to stand right next to the Wuling Almaz.
Maybe his real name is James Bond, who knows? But whatever the alias might be, the grills are different. Now this is the Wuling Almaz. I do prefer the MG Hector much better and I think it looks far better than this. So the biggest difference is inside, because while the MG Hector is strictly a 5-seater, the Wuling Almaz here now gets a 7-seater. Of course, I'm sitting at the last row and it is quite tight here. I barely have enough knee room, absolutely no under-thigh support. I do have a few comfort features here. I have dedicated aircon vents, dedicated aircon controls, which I'm guessing is just for fan speed. And I do have a couple of cup holders and a 2-amp USB charger here. So the third row of seats definitely give the user more seating option, but then it eats up into your luggage space. With the third row up, there's barely enough space for a couple of bags maybe. But the third row of seats do fold into a 50-50 split, which means I can fold this down and you do get a fairly flat floor. The middle row of seats also fold down. Now you have an extended storage area to store a whole lot of luggage. Now just like the MG Hector, the Wuling Almaz also gets a big 10.4-inch touchscreen system in the middle, and it is powered by a system called Wind, which recognizes a different command. Here you're going to say, "Hello Wuling."
Hello.
There you go. The only difference is that this system will not recognize any other language apart from native Indonesian, and I'm told that this is the first car to recognize Indonesian voice commands. So the Wuling Almaz 7-seater in Indonesia gets a single engine option, which is the same as the Indian version in the MG Hector, and that's the 1.5-litre petrol turbocharged engine which can develop 140 horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque. But the biggest difference is a DCT gearbox that we get in India, which is not available here. This one is equipped with a CVT gearbox and an option of a 6-speed manual transmission.
The Wuling Almaz 7-seater in Indonesia is sold at 320 to 330 million units of local currency. That translates to about 16 or 17 lakh rupees, and that means that it undercuts its competition by quite a bit, and the closest car for reference would be a 1.5 turbo Honda CR-V. That's the closest in the segment.
What that basically means is if the MG Hector had a 7-seater variant, like it is going to get in our market, it would be this car that you're seeing on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, the Wuling Almaz.
And if it were to come to India, it would compete with, let's see, the Mahindra XUV 500, no, 500, and the Tata Harrier 7-seater, which I believe is going to be called the Buzzard.
Buzzard.
Buzzard?
Buzzard.
Really?
Amazing, isn't it? Well, funny names aside, I think we should conclude this episode of Motor Show Updates presented by Michelin. Let us know what you thought of the MG Hector 7-seater. I mean the Wuling Almaz or the Chevrolet Captiva. Depends on where you are. Either of the names is right.
Hit like, it works for all the 3 cars, and stay tuned because these updates will continue. This is the PowerDrift team reporting on the Indonesia International Auto Show. Thank you for watching.